I'm out of my morning walk, and I just woke up with this thought. Um, I checked my email, and the email says 40 days away from Atlanta. 40 days away. There is a conference that I attended last year in Atlanta, and that is when the Lord told me that's where I was going to be moving, and really wasn't going to attend this year, but the Lord was heard him very clearly that I needed to be in the room. And so that email for that conference came, and that 40 days means so much because I'm in the middle of moving. I'm in the middle of transition. You can see behind me, that's my house. Um, that's my storage unit that's in the driveway. Um, and I've just been reflecting over the last year and all of the things that has happened. There's been so much, like my life last year and my life this year, it's almost like night and day. Um, the people I would talk to on a day-to-day basis, not the same. The places I would go multi times a week, don't go to those places anymore. The relationships that I had, don't have many of those anymore. And I was thinking about just transition in general. And, a thought came to mind. How this is going to sound, listen, this is the thing. Perspective is everything. But I was thinking, Lord, I am so grateful that you know me such that you would trust me with transition. That you will trust me to still be able to stand even though so much has shifted. That you will trust me knowing that even though I was shaky at many times and unsure at many turns, and I cried through many decisions, and I lost more sleep than honestly I should have, that at the end of all of this, you could trust me with it. And I'm just so, so, so grateful. The thing about, for me, I think a lot of people I don't really hear people talk about this, and maybe they do. It is one thing when you have to leave something that you don't like. It is one thing when you're miserable, you're unhappy. Maybe it's a relationship, an employer. But you just, oh God, you're frustrated every day. You feel like you just can't take it. It's not good for your mental health. It's another thing when a year ago, I would say everything was great. There had been some shifts in my relationship, but I have found a place of stability. My husband and I had been separated for about 6 months at that point. I have found a place of stability in my day-to-day life, being a single mother. I was, my relationships were great. At least I thought. I was not unhappy. I had actually started to feel like myself again. Some of the things that I used to do. I have a prayer community. I used to do a live stream at least once a month. Many of those things had resumed. I had started to kind of found my footing. Things that I thought I was never going to do again after the separation, after losing someone that was so close that I just loved so much. I just, I felt like I rebounded. And in April of last year, I was in prayer, and the Lord told me that I was actually leading corporate prayer, and I remember this so clearly. I was praying, and pretty much I was closing, getting ready to the end, And the Lord said, I'm going to separate us to multiply us. I'm going to separate us to multiply us. And I felt that so strongly. And I kept on saying, he said he's going to separate us to multiply us. And I sat down in my chair. And that's when the Lord said I was moving. Jesus, what? Let me tell you something. I sat through that service. I don't even know what else was said. I just sat there like, I was in shock. My heart, I could not believe it. And I kept on thinking, why? The first thought was, why would I do that? Everything in my life is great. But anyway, that's just a little bit of my story. 40 days to go to start really a new life for me. And, oh gosh, y'all, out here. A new life for me. And really, I guess it's the end of, is it the end of transition? Yeah, it's pretty much, it's probably going to start something new. But yeah, he trusts you. You know, we always kind of, I think sometimes we say a lot of these things, these church sayings, and we're so used to saying them that we don't really think about the weight or the gravity of what they mean. But a lot of the things that, excuse me, a lot of things that we go through in life is because God can trust us with it. Right? It's because God can trust us with it. Like, he knows that you're still going to be able to land. He knows that you may stumble, but you're not going to fall. Listen, he knows. He knows that it might be hard, but you love him. Listen, one thing I would say, because my